Now, who with a raise of hands totally loves when you leave the salon after having a 12-hour day and your hands are purple and pink and blue? Personally, I love it just because it's fulfilling knowing that I did this bomb peacock colored hair. But maybe that's just maybe I'm just weirdo. Anyway, so yes, our Kenra Color Creatives is our direct dye series. You all know a direct dye is a stain that lives upon the surface. It is not non-oxidative. It does not need to be mixed with developer, and they create beautiful, long-lasting, vibrant colors. As you can see, I'm holding the swatch in my hand. We have blue, red, pink, teal, magenta, violet, charcoal, and white. So white is our dilutive. White is going to create pastel colors. It is not necessarily a color that you can actually put on someone's hair. A key factor, or something to think about when you're creating pastels though, is we want to start with white and slowly add whatever pigment that we're looking for to create that really iridescent, nice soft color. If you start with the base, if you start with the color first and then add white, you're probably going to use 8,000 tubes of white, and you don't need to do that. Let's avoid that. Keep the salon costs down and actually start with white and add one of our colors. So yeah, like I said earlier, there's no need for developer. Like I said, it's non-oxidative. Once it touches the hair, it's on there. It is what it is. The color that you put on there is the color you're gonna get. I process for 20 minutes with or without heat. Personally, I encourage the use of heat. Using the heat is going to open the hair cuticle and really allow that direct dye to penetrate and stain that hair. And also remembering when we are rinsing this out, we are going to rinse it with cool water. It's going to close the cuticle and definitely secure the color into the hair. Personally, I like to wash my clients out with the Color Charge series, the shampoo, conditioner, and finishing off with the spray. That line is specifically formulated to really color lock and has that technology to make sure that our colors last for a long time. Regardless, the colors last forever, but I like to do that as a little kick, a little boost to keep it on in there. Another cool thing about the Kenra Color line or Kenra Color Creative line is that they're intermixable. If you guys turn around on your swatch, they have these pretty cool formulations that you guys can utilize and create new tones. As you guys can probably see, our violet is a little bit more on the pinky side. So our violet here says 4 parts magenta, 2 parts blue. So we're going to utilize that to create more of like a royal deep violet, beautiful color. Also, when we are doing the color correctives, we're doing the double process, make sure that we pre-lighten for max vibrancy. If you are going to be putting, a blue on a level 7 gold, it's probably going to turn green, and you probably shouldn't do that. So yeah, keep in mind the underlying pigment of the hair that you just lifted definitely interferes with our creative line, so keep that in mind when we are formulating and creating these beautiful colors. Now there's another part of this that's really, really cool is doing an overlay. So let's just say our client, she comes in, we do a 6CN permanent with a little bit of highlighting. Well, we do the demi glaze, we do an 8G, and it's pretty coppery, but we kind of want to boost the vibrancy a little bit. What I like to do is, while the client is, after we wash, style the whole 9 yards, mix, what I would do is the red with a little bit of the white to kind of dilute it a little bit, and putting that in her hair, it's really going to boost up that red and boost up that lightness and create just a very vibrant, fiery coral hair. Another thing that I like to do with my platinum blondes is, if I want to create not necessarily a pastel but almost like an iridescent tone, what I would do is mix, you can do any of them. You can do pink, you can do blue, violet, magenta, any of the colors. Mix it with the water in your bowl and allow your client to kind of sit for 2 to 3 minutes. It just kind of gives a cool, almost like a starstruck starstruck color that you can only see realistically in the light. And it's just fun stuff. It just allows for a little bit of creativity with your platinum blondes without actually having to do a full color, actually putting the color on their hair. It just gives a little bit of fun tone. But yeah, I love using this line. It's so intermixable. It's very versatile. You can mix, there's so many different formulations you can mix to create these awesome colors. And don't be afraid to put it on, let's just say, even if your client's a 1N, you know, she's nice and black, but maybe you just want to be like blue, purpley in the light. Mix the blue and mix the blue violet, or blue in the blue and the violet together and slap it on there. It's going to give it a nice overtone and just gives it that nice gloss, gives you that blue lighting in the light. Maybe your client wants that, doesn't matter. These are super awesome and definitely need to be utilized when it comes to enhancing, just kind of giving those pops of color.